Now the drip is a skill. It's the highest cruise a bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's Burrow. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Space to maneuver at the 40. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle made at the...
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, Smallwood. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go. 230. Get the fire. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Hey, alert.
And off comes to Smallwood. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Bengals' 26-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, here's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 43.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
That's the end.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
7. Steelers.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Made by Devin Bush.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Mixon, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On second down now. Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 13-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Curtis Riley. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Smallwood. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he finds McDonald. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Smallwood. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
50.
On 2nd down now, Smallwood, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
on first down. Smallwood. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Burrow. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Curtis Riley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
In your face.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Thrown away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They give to Smallwood, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you get back to what you wanted to do before.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Cincinnati.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
7 brings up 2nd.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Joe Mixon.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of of the shotgun. They run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. It's Burrow. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike, 55. Right there, look, 55.
Off the play fake, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow will throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 40.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Check 50, 44. Check 55. Got one. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 55. Mike 55. Yo.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
15.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Smallwood gets the give running left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They run Smallwood, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And the 3rd time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go. So that one will be accepted.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
It's 3rd down.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he stopped immediately there.
Mixon on the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
Steeler offense here about ready for. Need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the
trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Mike, check. Easy. Yeah. Patch it.
Going with Smallwood running left. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
Let him know. Mike, 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Steelers 29, Bengals 24. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The tackle. A gain of 4 yards and a Bengal first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
On 1st down, Smallwood. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Wendell Smallwood.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
By Logan Wilson. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
Again, it's Smallwood. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 36, Bengals 24.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers.
You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On second down, Smallwood. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger going to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Today's final score, Steelers.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Pittsburgh, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eat blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we